Hey everyone, I'm 32-bit Bandit and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. So in this episode we're going to level up, get Parvati a perk, sell all our gear, well, not the stuff we're using. We're going to go find a cave which is just outside and then talk to the preacher in the church. Basically we're getting everything ready to go to the geothermal plant and do the mission that we actually came before. Hi Julius.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw.
Yeah, we'll do. I've got stuff to sell. Oh, hang on. Excuse me. Let's check our gear before we sell it, shall we? Wrong button again. Okay, we'll level up first. Okay. Plus 30% base health. Plus 30% threat generated. Increase the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies, making them more likely to attack this companion. Sneaky. Minus 30% threat generated. Bonus support engineering. Increase your engineering skill when Parvati is in the party. Plus 10 engineering. I quite like that. I'm gonna regret it so much. I'm so I think healthy is probably better. But we're not going to go for it. We're going to go for bonus support engineering. So she can help me with all my mods. Right, distance close, weapon mixed, mode aggressive. Yeah, we want to stick with that really. We don't use her abilities. I was going to say enough, but at all. I think because I'm too busy being in a blind panic. Oh yeah, gear. Right. I am not going to wear heavy. I don't want to carry it. I'm assuming the weight is still there. Absolutely it is. How does that... it's a bit bandity. How does this compare? Oop. Hang on. Oh, right, I will learn the controls. Okay, so what's she wearing? So this one's got 17. This one's got 16. There we go. Yeah, so it's just... Yeah, so the one she's got is just better.
Spacer's Choice, the brand of choice for spacers on a budget.
Let me see what you're selling. Plus,
music to my ears.
Mainly, I've got loads of stuff to sell you, Julius. Right, okay. Guns. Oh, we'll sell all our junk. Oh, already non-encumbered. We'll keep one assault rifle. We'll break that down. Okay, so we're just going to go through our food quickly. Plus 200% natural health for 2 minutes. But it's all weighty. So we'll get rid of some of it because we... And then start using it properly. Base health plus 25% for 2 minutes. Companion ability cooldown. Get rid of those. Mind attributes +1 for 30 seconds. Nah. Extra headshot, weak spot damage +25% for 15 seconds. Critical damage +15% with snipers. We'll keep that. We'll give it a go. Skin tough salve. Hardened armor rating +10 for 15 seconds. Yeah. Alright. Space's choice, Adrena time. No, we'll get rid of that. Space's chore. Movement speed +20%. Melee weapon attack speed. Ollie took some free. We'll keep hold of it just in case. Okay, what's this? Oh, it's just, okay, same thing. Okay, that's a bit better. Right, now mods. What have we got here? Mr. Ouch. Power attack damage +20%. Magazine size +50%. We'll sell one of those and we'll put the other one on Pavati's assault rifle. Mag to Zap, we'll sell those. Ranged weapon skill +5. We'll keep that. We'll keep the gyro sight. Fun times barrel. Critical damage +25%. We'll keep that as well. I think that's the junk I accidentally put in this, isn't it? Well, I hope it is. And we've got no junk. Right, so now our carrying is 20 out of 70. That's better. Repair. How much does this cost? Whoa! 234. Crumbs. That's not messing about. Okay, let's repair. Yeah, we'll leave the pistol at 88. That's all right. I need new armor. That's fine anyway. Okay. Let's go put the mods on Pavati's weapon.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Modifications. To install your mod, first select the item you wish to upgrade, then choose what type of mod you wish to install, scope, armor plating, etc. Finally, pick the mod you want to install and boom! You upgraded your item. Both weapon and armor can be modified. Mods can't be removed once they're used, so put them on your favourite gear. Jock weapons are built for the discerning warrior who wants a custom and personalised weapon, just like everyone else. Okay, so this is Pavati's. I'm assuming, yeah, because it's highlighted. Right, okay. And we're going to give it increased magazine size. So +12. We could give it a sight, but we're not going to. We got anything for the plasma cutter? Here we go. Mr. Ouch. Power attack. Lovely. No idea if this is better than the hammer or not. Really, damage-wise, it seemed fine. It just it just looks so cool. Okay. Tinker. So this will cost us 50 bits and increases the damage from 66 to 72. Absolutely. Next one is 102. Yep. And then 183. 300 and... So does that make it level 6, which means I can't use it, I guess, which I'm not a massive fan of. We'll leave it there. Oh, that's level 7. So I can't use it, but Pavati is. I'll have to check that next time I get a weapon I can't use. So DPS... Oh yeah, fair play. Damage 84. Oh, here we are. We're getting ready. We're ready. Right, let's go talk to the preacher. So the preacher, a while back, Pavati asked us to talk to the preacher before we headed out. We'll do the cave either on the way or some other time. Oh, sorry, mate.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Pavati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I've been outside. I'm not impressed. And I can handle myself better than a vicar.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
You make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yeah, I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. So what missions do we have available to us? Okay, so the book's over there. Are we on the book? No, we're coming now, not the power. Right, where's the book? Okay, so the book's here, which I think is possibly the same book. If that's in a cave, that's the same book as we got a note for in that building over here. Okay, so we need to go over here anyway for the geothermal plant. So what we'll do is we'll grab the book on the way to the geothermal plant. I think that's probably the best. And then when we're there, we'll retrieve a logic module. And, well, we'll deliver Reed's message. We'll get all of the stuff we've got left to do. We'll do all on the way to each other. Right, well, I'm just going to head over to the door. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it here. And on the next episode, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to do. We've got new equipment, and me and Bhavati are ready to go fix some geothermal plant and have a chat with Adelaide and find a book and everything else you could possibly wish for. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very shortly on the next episode.